Alright, so you're wandering through the internet. Entertainment levels are low. You both are about to die of boredom. What do you want to do?
I look for a cool new podcast.
Yeah, and I assist. Alright, give me an investigation check. Oh yeah, and roll with advantage.
Return to the Valley of Kings. Got my axe back, the family axe, but the curse is not broken. I meet with my bro. He tells me about missing nephew. It's my favorite nephew. It's not cool. I get drunk, sneak out with the boys, piss on some statues, anger some elves while I'm drunk, get shot in the leg, dicks, and pass out. Pretty good day.
What do you want to talk to them about? They clearly know about some genie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you necessarily know about the genie, though. I think it'd be more of like, this genie sounds interesting. I don't know that Kinein has told you.
All I know is genies.
Yeah,
Give 3 wishes.
Give wishes. Yeah.
So I wish I wasn't sensitive to sunlight.
You wish you were a little bit taller. Wish you were a baller.
I know wishes are dangerous.
Wish I had a belt of dwarven kind. I'm just trying to have peace. And so I'm going to ask him what exactly have the orcs been doing that's so bad. And,
They've been hunting our lands and killing our trees as you're standing in this clear cut.
and I'm like, well, I'm sorry about that. You know, it was supposed to be sustainable forestry.
I haven't seen them planting new trees.
It's okay. I start pulling apples out of my bag of holding.
Is this a joke?
What kind of trees are they around us?
A whole lot of, like, mostly hardwoods. This is definitely a hardwoods.
So they're like nut trees and stuff?
Yeah.
And are there nuts on the ground?
Yes.
I go over to a nut and I stomp on it, pushing it into the ground.
Okay.
I go over to another nut and stomp on it. Over to another nut, stomp on it.
I start laughing.
Planting trees.
Now, I can do that. Take a drink.
I tell Keo, hey Keo, I think you should communicate to these elves that maybe we could look into this genie thing if they would be willing to sit down with Kinein and the tribe and negotiate fair use of the forest.
Sounds cool to me. So I pass along
you pass along the information.
information.
They're very receptive to it. The one says,
I do remind them that conservation requires use of the thing being conserved, because if this forest isn't in use, these orcs can be turned into something advantageous for them, because orcs,
removing bad growth trees and stuff like that.
The orcs can help keep away worse, because they're just going to get rolled over by somebody eventually, and if you don't use a resource, it's going to end up being taken away.
Sure. They're very receptive to it, and they say, well, why don't you take care of that genie first?
Genie!
And then maybe we can talk.
I'm going to be like standing up.
Okay. Yeah. Damn!
Where's this genie?
As much as I hate to say it, we may have to start in the morning.
I would suggest it. It seems most of your party is not equipped for the night battles. Not like us. Sure, you can see in the dark, but how far can you see?
Ways.
Maybe.
Anyway,
they get real
the point.
snobbish. Yeah.
Beside the point, so I see you speak Sylvan. And I pull out my spell book. I'm like, do you know magic?
Not me, but our elder. The one you must talk to in order to strike this deal. She knows magic.
I say, it's as good as done.
You spit in the hand. And
I forgot that it's dwarves, not elves.
Yeah.
It's one of those two.
And I spit in his hand too.
You spit in
Yeah.
in Kyo's hand?
Yeah.
And your hand is just covered in slobber.
that's good.
And they look at you and they spit in your hand as well.
And I shake it off and I say, okay, let's go. Take me to your leader.
I like it.
Elves are weird. In common.
So, you guys camp for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or go back to their...
They're not going to take you back to theirs.
Alright, well, we have to talk to their elder.
After
After.
the genie.
After this.
Where's the genie?
Oh, the genie can be found deep within the forest. You will know because the forest will thin and clear, and this genie is said to have built quite the fortress. He seems to like taking people for slaves.
Oh, we definitely need to fight this genie. I'm sure
Yes.
there's some goblins that we can free and people to help, build new members of the outfit.
Yeah.
Work that one time.
I go to take another drink
Mm-hmm.
and find that my bottle's empty and fall over. Pass out.
Okay.
Good to the last one.
The next day comes. The elves have traded out. Greg is the only elf that you recognize, and there are two others standing there, very different looking. And Greg tells you, Kyo, he says, now my friends here, they claim to have seen the genie and his fortress.
Okay.
You should follow their lead. They might be able to lead you to where they last saw the genie.
They wouldn't happen to speak common, by the way, would they?
No.
No. Okay. Now is Manad awake?
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
Yeah.
Manad, can you translate? If we're fighting a genie, I want to save my spells.
Sure. I'll do comprehend languages.
Okay.
Again, I'll just translate.
Okay. Sounds good. So,
It's the next day,
yep.
so we slept.
Yep. So full health, all your spells.
Slept.
Whatever.
Something like that for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Spent 8 hours in a drunken haze.
Yep.
Kinein. Last night you were muttering something about a genie.
Maylock. Bastard.
Who's Malok?
Killed my parents.
What? What?
No. You care? Would you? So we're gonna be hunting a genie.
He's drawn to my family.
Perfect. That'll make hunting him down easy.
I feel that the curse is what has brought him into. Oh man, my head.
So I'm going to ask the elves if the genie happens to be named Maytag.
We are not sponsored by Maytag. No, they don't know a Maytag. That joke went way off reservation.
Yeah.
And they say they don't know what the genie's name is. Nobody's had like a parlay with them.
Now, the slaves, do any of those happen to be orcs?
The two guides say yes. They've seen some orcs. They also have seen like fire people running around, and some like lizards, too.
Well, we probably ought to go.
What? What direction?
They just lead you. They're gonna lead you as far as you want them to go.
Okay, now I'm going to attempt an animal handling with supper.
Mm-hmm.
I write up a quick note to explain where we are, because last time I went off on an adventure without letting Tanuvial know, she got mad at me. I was just learning some spells, but so I'm going to try and put a note in Supper's collar, kind of like Saint Bernard style, and send them back. Also, I'm going to put an addendum on the note saying, "Hey, don't clear cut.
Okay.
Leave a few trees in between."
So what you guys come across in the center of this clear cut is a very large wooden outpost with guards trailing along the, I don't know what they're called, walkways between turrets. Imagine this a lot like a castle. I like to envision it kind of like Mario's castle, or the castle at the end of every Mario level, where it's like it's a 3-tier thing where it's got turrets and catwalks between the turrets, and then there's an inner part that's a little bit taller with more turrets, and then there's a big center turret in the center. That's what you see in front of you. There is one on the outer edge. Imagine this outer square. There is one person on each turret looking about, and 2 people between each turret pacing as sentries. And
Do I see any collars or anything on them that would suggest that they're enslaved?
no.
It's okay, you can't always tell.
And it is a mixture between elves who are on the turrets themselves and full-blooded orcs who look, they're blue of skin and they look like ice shield orcs. And the ice shield orcs are pacing between the turrets.
Now, we're supposed to make peace with them, right? I think that's what the lady
Yes,
said.
without bloodshed.
Yeah, without bloodshed. Bludgeoning weapons only.
What you do see, though, is in the center turret, at the top, is a red-skinned humanoid figure with these legs and like really baggy pants, like white pants with like this blue belt sash thing.
Oh, kind of pants.
Yeah, what's that?
Like
Hammer jammers.
Hammer jammers?
Yeah,
kind
can't
of.
touch this.
Yeah.
When they were doing the dance, that's what they were saying.
Yeah, kind of like that. He has like this. He's got this. It's classic genie look. Like he's got this turban with this big red gem in the center of it, and he's just kind of arms folded, overseeing his what looks like minions.
Today's animal is an ape.
Nice, George.
George?
Is he curious?
Bi-curious.
Nope.
Oh, damn! George wants to explore things.
What is going on today?
All the best things.
Get the peace-friendly kobold over here.
That's what happens when we take breaks, man.
I'm starting to feel the warmth in here.
Yeah, dude. What do you want to do? How do you want to go about this?
So, how does this come into the... You said we couldn't do bloodshed here because of the cursed Kier thing. But isn't this just the genie?
Yes. So give me a intelligence check, please.
12.
You think the bloodshed only applies to orc versus orc, like, or not orc versus orc. You can't spill the blood of the Clefbanes, and you can't spill the blood of the Ice Shields, basically, in order to bring peace, right? So if you're you intuit that maybe it was more of so there's no genocide and stuff like that, like, because that is what orcs do. If they need to come about peace, they kill everybody who opposes them.
And then there is peace.
And then there is peace. And pieces.
A stable and lasting peace.
I think we should just walk up and say we're a peace treaty group looking to peace.
Solid.
I drink the rest of his
that'll
flask
work.
and pass you your flask back.
I could use alter self to make myself look like a young genie.
Ooh. I like that.
But is that what we're thinking? That these are all brainwashed followers of
I
Genie?
think these people are enslaved.
So maybe if we can talk our way into the Genie.
They seem ensorcelled, and being a sorcerer, I would know that. I think.
Yeah.
Sounds convincing to me.
Does there look to be any way in?
There is one door, and the door is on the east side of the building.
Now, it is made of wood.
Yes.
I have spells that would light wood on fire.
I have
True.
fire, so do you know anything about genies?
They grant wishes.
You might know more if you care to do an arcane.
Arcana?
Yep.
Let me see what I've read about genies. At a 14.
A 14? You think you understand that genies are basically trapped elemental spirits, and that their color might lend to what element is trapped within this form.
I say to the party that genies are like, they're like liches, and you have to destroy their phylactery, which is usually bottle-shaped. Because in my mind, that would free them from the...
Yeah. All right. I like it. So what do you guys want to do with this? Yeah.
Run and gun.
Running gun?
I have
Okay.
proposed my idea.
I want to steal the broom and fly over the wall and dive bomb on top of the genie.
Well, I've got
You see the genie?
Yes.
I'm only like 25 pounds, so like 50 with my bag of holding, something like that. So my broom should be able to hold the both of us. It might only go 30 feet though, because I think they go half speed once you get past 250. Or I can't remember the load limits on them, but
Yeah. Probably half speed. Like encumbrance, basically.
Get me over the wall.
but if I drop you, we could have me drop Kinein on top. Then we don't have to worry about him. And
I've been wanting this the whole time since Kinein got the curse. Just fly by, drop him in, and then fly away. I've been wanting to treat it like the Hulk. Just like drop him in, bounce, wait until things start to like smoke, and then come in. Anyways, do what you want.
It's on the east. We fly using the sun for cover, man.
don't remind me. I should wait till night.
No, I got... If you guys want to sneak over the wall, I can throw a couple of animals and have them go over to the opposite side and create a ruckus.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could even, if we wanted the surprise, I could even make Kinein and myself invisible while we drop them. But I turn to Kinein and I'm like, is that the, I don't know, Mayweather, Mayfield, Mayflower?
Maylock. He must be destroyed.
Is that him?
Yes.
Yes.
Take aim.
You take it. All right.
So, like,
Get me over the wall.
So what's the
All
plan?
So I'm going to.
I take aim.
Yeah.
I'll twin a greater invisibility onto Kinein and myself and fly him.
I like the animals thing.
You want me to throw some animals?
And then I'll open the door while everyone's distracted.
And
4 and 5. Yes, the bear is back.
Fred?
And then we should yell to the elves in that to flee.
Fly speed becomes 30 while carrying over 200 pounds.
I got an ape, an axbeak, and a black bear.
An axe beak? That's awesome.
So I command the ape to get on the axbeak.
Just like you saw the orcs doing before. So,
And
How far away is the genie?
he's within range for you. At disadvantage, but within range.
I command the animals to go to the other side and mock fight in front of the wall.
Raucous.
And
I can dump some silverware out too. When you see the glint in the sun from the silverware,
Are you going to dump it or like a carpet bomb?
Never mind.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still throw it out.
Okay. Yeah, and then just let it set,
Yeah.
and then you can use it later.
That way, the greater invisibility I can hold for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be your signal to start firing, Mana. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
All right. You're gonna be careful and keep on the other side from Mana's fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna wing out to get over the wall.
Okay.
So you're gonna cause a distraction below. Good.
Yeah.
I like this. All right.
So, let's play this scene out now. So, animals first. Okay.
Yeah.
We would be approaching before they hit the wall.
Okay. Yep. So how I'm kind of envisioning this is, Keo, you're up in the air with Kinein, and you're just kind of waiting for the animals to start doing their thing.
We'd have to time it because only like a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like it would be like once they draw the attention, you would start your stuff, right? So dropping Kinein and stuff like that, right? How do you want to time it?
I basically want to do it so I'm getting there and dropping him around the time that they're getting up to the wall. So
Yes. Okay, sounds good. So that's what happens.
we definitely want them to draw away the slaves, but I want the genie to be engaged right away.
Okay. Are you able to see the invisible people that you casted invisibility on? No. Okay, that's
I don't
what I
see
thought.
invisibility.
Okay. So here's what happens then. You see the animal cube, and you initiate your flyby.
No, he's only going to be invisible for maybe a round or two after.
Right.
Yeah.
You initiate the flyby and you drop Kinein. What do you do after that?
I would pull up because I'm not going to try and. I want to stay close enough that I could counterspell if I need to.
Okay, so you fly by and then you pull hard to gain a little bit of altitude. Do you do the silver?
I dump.
You dump the silver.
Well, I throw out a handful of silverware. Just spoons.
Yep. As you're pulling up, you just chew, throw out
like 10 of them about. Is what I could animate.
Okay. 10. You throw out 2 handfuls of spoons,
which would
as
catch the sunlight.
Yeah, and Minette, you see the silver glinting in the sunlight. Go ahead and take fire if you'd like. What did you get?
20 and an 18.
Oh.
So at disadvantage,
Yeah.
I hit it at 26.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely still hits him. And go ahead and do your damage.
12, 16, 21, 25 points of damage.
25, holy
Some of which
shit.
is thunder, some is piercing.
Holy Christ. All right. You see, like, in the distance, you see, like, this shoulder just, like, explode off of this Afridi. You see, like, he's got quite the wound on his shoulder, and he, like, reels back for a second, and Kinein, you land right next to him. What do you want to do?
I reload.
Yeah.
I rage.
Okay.
And I say, my name is Kinein, the betrayer. You killed my father. Prepare to power attack. 17 hit?
Yeah, 17 hits. That meets.
29 damage.
I managed that hit.
29 damage.
29.
I hit him again. Ooh, that's not looking so good. I miss.
All right. It is now.
You're still invisible,
Bond.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
greater invisibility.
Well, how many rounds would it have taken me to get up there?
It was literally one round. So you swooped in, dropped him,
Okay.
and pulled up, throwing out the silver. That was one round. So this is all like a sneak attack round, basically. So, Bond, what do you want to do?
I make my way up to the genie.
Okay, so you like fly towards the genie.
Mhm.
All right, and you see your wings are gold, right?
They're white.
White. Oh yeah, like this radiant, blazing white, moving across the sky, just speeding towards this genie.
It'd be like a bright light.
Yeah.
Right, light.
All right. Let's everybody roll initiative, please.
That's good.
Stair dash for this or no?
Is it? Go ahead and do that.
I don't know. I mean, he's probably like he. You know what happened? Staravash wakes up, and he wakes up in the clear cut, and he looks around. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm late!" And he starts putting his boots on and starts getting ready. Then we cut back over to the fight. What you all see is a motion of people from the grounds inside of these walls. These elementals and salamanders start making their way out from the wall and moving towards the animals. One of the elementals definitely sees Bond. Starts like gurgling some stuff, and the group pauses at the corner and prepares for Bond's assault. It is Malok's turn. Malok.
For indigestion.
Yes.
Drink Malok.
Malok, he shouts something, and when he does, these magmen come out of these trapdoors. Mm-hmm. 3 magmen come out of these trapdoors, and then he like chuckles to himself, and he snaps his fingers. And when he does, the magmen both blink out of existence, and that is all you see. Kinein, you are in a different plane now, and this plane is like a purple, like it's a plane where like everything's kind of purple and kind of wobbling a little bit, almost like you were at like that drunkenness where you understood language. Mm-hmm. So you feel pretty good right now, like pretty wise. We are going to pause your stuff. We are going to resolve what happens with the assault. Keo. Mm-hmm. So you see Malok disappear. What do you want to do?
I'm debating dropping concentration. Now, how many of the... You said that there are elementals near the...
Yes. They are near the corner of this building, the northeastern corner.
But they're adjacent to our animals and...
They're close. They're not adjacent, but they're close.
Okay. Now, what type of elementals are they? Can I tell? Or
fire. They are clearly fire elementals.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot 2 little ice spheres at two of them with a with a twinned chromatic orb.
Okay.
One at each of the first 2 to approach.
Okay.
But the spell slot will get if they don't get adjacent before the next round, the spell slot goes away.
Did I tell you guys how many were there? I'm sorry. No? Okay. My apologies. There are 2 elementals and 2 salamanders.
Kyo's being a little on the safe side because of the slaves thing, and the fact that he tries not to, get ahead of himself on that.
Yeah. What did you want to? You hit them, right? Or is that a save?
It'll be an attack roll, but if they don't, and it'll be a straight roll if they're adjacent, because
they're adjacent.
Advantage and disadvantage.
Okay.
But
oh, they're not adjacent to.
No, that's why I was saying when they get adjacent to my allies.
Oh, okay. So
that's why I was waiting. If they don't get there,
yes.
Before
So
the next turn,
you
the spell
hold
just
your
fizzles.
action.
Yeah.
Until they get adjacent to an ally.
Yeah.
I got you now.
And then I'm going to attack.
Okay. Bon.
I continue moving towards where the genie was, thinking he's probably just invisible.
Okay.
Not knowing what's going on once again today.
Yeah. You move at your just absolute full speed, and you feel as if that you might be able to get close enough next round.
Okay.
Next is Minette.
I shoot whatever is closest to me.
All right. So you can choose an elemental or a salamander.
The elemental.
Okay.
21.
21's going to hit.
Ten, 18, 22 points of damage.
Magical weapon, right?
Yep.
Thank you. And it is now the elemental's turn and the salamander's turn. They are moving back towards the door, and a salamander throws a spear at Bon. Would that trigger your Kyo's action?
No.
Okay, because they're not necessarily adjacent, but okay.
Yeah, it's if they're by.
Okay.
And that would include the animals getting up to them.
They attack at disadvantage due to range. And miss on the first spear, and the second salamander misses on the second spear. Next is Kyo. Your spell fizzles. I don't think you technically use that spell though.
No, it uses
Does it? Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It was just a first level spell.
Yep.
So I try to fly to get within 60 feet of one of the elementals, because I wouldn't know what plane salamanders are native to.
Okay.
But I would know that elementals are native to another one, the one that's undamaged.
Okay.
And can I get to it this round within 60 feet?
Yep.
Okay. I attempt to banish it.
All right. Is that a save?
Yes, it's a charisma saving throw.
Okay. A 1.
So it blinks out of existence as I become apparent. Now, whatever movement I would have left, I would try to distance again. And I'm going to try and hold concentration on that for 10 rounds.
Okay.
This being round 1.
Next is Bon.
I move up and attack one of the remaining, the salamander that threw.
Okay, so you stop moving towards the center and then you dive bomb for a salamander?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and do your attack.
Okay.
I know this is interrupting, but just so you know, I'm going to shield if they attack me.
Okay. It's 22 and a 9 to hit. I'm assuming.
What are you using?
My staff.
Okay. Okay, a 22 and a 9.
Yep.
The 22 hits.
Okay.
And when you strike it with your staff, like embers burst forth from its body, and you take 6 points of fire damage.
I'm also gonna Hunter's Mark the salamander.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 11, 17 damage total.
17?
On fire damage usually.
All right.
And that'll be it.
It is now Manette's turn.
Shoot the elemental again.
Okay, same one. 15. 15? Yeah, that hits.
Nice. 15, 27, 31.
31?
31 damage.
Holy shit. You see, like, a gap open up in its chest, and then the fire, like, reforms. It looks rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next is Fire Elemental.
Huh.
The Fire Elemental swarms towards. The Fire Elemental swarms towards Bon, because you landed basically, right? Or at least are around that salamander.
Yep.
And he strikes out at you. The first one is going to miss. The second one is going to be a 16. Does that hit you?
Yep.
Okay. And you take 7 points of fire damage. What on you is flammable?
My robes.
They ignite. Anything else? Basically anything that's flammable
My robes in
is on fire. All right, so next is the salamander. The salamander whips you with its tail. Whoops, that's damage, not attack. A 17 is going to hit, so 17 and 18 both hit. And Bon, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of fire damage. I need you to make a grapple check. So an opposed strength or acrobatics, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, either one.
11.
11, okay. The second hits you, and you take 6 bludgeoning and 9 fire. It is Kyo's turn.
Alright. So I'm going to shoot twin chromatic orbs, both cold.
Mhm.
So everything's adjacent to Bond right now.
Mhm.
Okay, so these are straight rolls. And I'm going to aim one of these cold spheres at the elemental and one at whichever salamander appears to me to be more damaged.
Okay.
And that's a salamander, just in case. The lower of the two is 16, I believe.
16 is going to hit.
Yeah, so they... And the higher of the two is 19. So 3d8 cold. This will be for the elemental first. 9 cold to the elemental.
The elemental.
Does it appear effective?
1 second. No.
And then 9 cold to the to the salamander. It is 11 cold.
Okay. 1 second.
Does that appear effective?
Yes, it's very effective. It did not like it. Next is Bon.
So I'm on fire?
Yep.
Like a lot of fire or just a little bit fire?
A little bit of fire.
I've noticed.
Oh, I'm sorry. At the start of each turn. So I'll tell you how much fire you are on.
Great.
You are on 10 points of fire. Max damage.
Okay. I disengage
Yep.
and leave.
Nope. Disengage and leave. Okay. And that's it. Which way do you leave?
Up.
Up. Okay, sounds good. I like it.
That's a great way to leave.
Yep.
And I try and do it like I'm trying to like.
Yeah. You just do like 2 flaps, and it's just like the dust kicks up a little bit, and you just zoom up into the air.
Doesn't put out the fire.
Doesn't put out the fire though.
What would it take to?
He's getting some altitude.
You need
before
an
he gets knocked
action,
out.
basically.
What would it take to ditch my robes?
To ditch your ooh, if you wanted to ditch your robes, it would still be an action.
Sounds like
Yes.
a Kinein move. Here.
Yes. Next,
I start patting down.
yeah. Okay.
You know what? Let me change some things real quick.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna burn a key to disengage,
Okay.
and then use an action to
Put out the
put
fire.
out
To take your robes or put out a fire.
to put out a fire.
Okay. Try to put out the fire.
I gotta try to put out.
Yes, you have to try to put out the fire.
You might want to just ditch the robes.
I'm trying.
Actually, 1 second. Let me read. It'd be funny to make you do that, but 1 second. A creature takes an action to put out the fire. No, you just take an action.
Okay.
Pat.
It's Alchemist fire.
Yeah,
But it
basically.
does a lot more damage.
Yeah.
Because it's a D10 instead of a D4.
Yep. All right. Next is Minette. So he just goes, woof, and he's like patting himself down.
Gee, I'm glad I'm 150 feet away. I'm going to shoot the same elemental I've been shooting at.
Okay.
That'll hit. Same roll as last time.
I love the fistful of dice.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would make it better.
I've got 6 more instead of
20.
Casey crits.
20 damage.
20 damage? Okay. Oh my god. Nice. Alright.
And everything.
Yeah, he's looking bad.
Good.
His form's like some of his form is having a hard time like keeping like together. Next is the elemental. Having nothing to strike out against, it lays against the wooden wall. All of the slaves that are standing at the top of these walls are just like standing straight, like they are not moving or anything, and the flames like start licking up this wall,
Oh no.
and smoke is like pouring. Next is the salamanders, and they don't have any ranged weapons, so they are going to run to hide inside the wall. Next is Keo.
Do they make it inside?
To
clarify?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now the animals. Where are they?
Far away.
They're still far away.
What do you want?
Okay.
Let me know what you want to do, and I'll tell you if it's good or not,
No, I just.
or if it'll work.
I guess I'm going to twin another chromatic orb set. This time I'm going to do lightning to the These are at disadvantage.
Okay.
So at disadvantage to the elemental. Miss. And then both placebo dice. At disadvantage to one of the salamanders.
Mm-hmm.
Miss. One was lightning, one was cold.
So they both miss?
They both miss, yeah.
Okay.
Unless a 9 hits an elemental.
Nope.
Alright.
Sorry. All right. Next
Still, I'm gonna keep
is
the heat on them a little bit.
Bond.
I'm gonna Fist of Unbroken Air one of the elementals.
Okay. Because the one's still banished, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
yeah, so
I'm
the-
holding
there's
concentration
just one-
on that. That's
yeah.
why. And I don't have
Yeah.
most. My cantrips that I could use is fire, and that I figure fire is not going to work on
Nope.
creatures. I'm not that stupid.
I'm gonna blow it out.
Okay, so you're aiming this unbroken air to like try to blow the flames out and hit the guy, right?
This is the fist.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
sorry,
Just
sorry.
a punch.
Punch. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's a strength saving.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And the flames.
Yeah.
Oop, check die.
I got fire going.
Let's see. Strength, you said? 8.
They do not make it, or he does not make it. Takes. Oh man, what was it 10? Got bumped, now it's an 8.
It could be worse.
Good.
True. 15 points of force damage. And is pushed 20 feet away. And is now prone.
Okay, so he's pushed 20 feet into the ground.
Thump!
Yeah. And he's definitely prone. I will give you an extra d6 for the amount of force damage.
1.
1. Okay.
It dies.
Yeah.
Sucker!
When you do that, though, the rushing air seems to feed the flames that are on the wall, burning this wood wall. Next is Manette.
So is the elemental I've been shooting at the one that's now
Prone.
Yeah, the other one's disappeared.
Yeah. So all you can see is one prone elemental.
It's okay, I mended my sight earlier. We got this. 13.
For the elemental, that matches.
Oh man,
Take a fistful of dice.
that's almost max.
Yeah, that's MVP.
3 points shy of max on 66, so 33.
It bursts into a bonfire. The surrounding, clear-cut area has caught on fire. 37, yeah.
Forgot that.
Yeah. He was,
MVP. And that's very potent.
he was 6 points of health away from dying, so, yeah. He just,
Oh, so I killed him with
one.
all of the dice that I roll.
Boom shot.
So, well done. Next is
The only way that could have been better would be a critical.
the
And
salamander.
then do that twice.
There are 2 salamanders. They are both putting their hands on the walls, and it is starting to light on fire. You can see it, Bon, and you can see it, Kyo.
The slaves are still just kind of standing.
Yep, they are standing at attention, looking outward, and they are unmoving now. Even the ones that were pacing, unmoving.
The alchemy jug was on.
Yeah, I'm Kinein.
Well, it's on the ship. I didn't take it off the
Okay,
ship.
fair enough.
Well,
It is the ship's way of transportation, so it provides the water that provides the steam. That
Oh, we've got that
And the
decanter.
decanter
behind us.
on the-
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the alchemy
Yep,
jug
yep,
is.
I forgot about that.
Become
We took it back.
Kinein's drinking.
apparatus.
yeah.
And a sandwich maker.
Yes.
Yep.
Which,
'Cause it's mayonnaise. All right. So, what do you want to do, Kyo?
Alright. About all I can do is attack the salamanders at disadvantage. Well, 1 sorcery point. It doesn't give a cast time on that. But 1 sorcery point to give myself resistance to fire.
Okay.
1 sorcery point for twinning. Use my last first level spell slot. Shoot a cold orb at each
Salamander.
salamander. First cold orb. 8 plus 6, 14 hit.
14 misses.
Second cold orb. Oh, 14 and 20. So 14 plus 6, 20 hits. But it would have been a critical.
20. Okay. Yep.
So
Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, 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 bum.
let's get cooler looking ones instead of hot looking ones.
Yeah, we haven't had any air horn today.
And I never roll 20s. So
Debbie down.
10 points of cold
10. Okay.
to one of them. The second one.
The undamaged one.
Because it.
And it definitely affects them. So, next is Bon. What do you want to do?
So I want to
How are you looking, by the way?
real bad.
Real bad? Like real bad?
Like I'm muttering things about 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah, and wish Tin was here.
Yeah.
I can heal, by the way.
Side note.
You're starting to miss the Hulk.
I want to start shuttling the people who are frozen in place.
Okay.
Specifically, the ones who would be in danger first.
Okay.
So just grab them and pull them off to the outside of the wall.
Okay. So there are 4 people that are in danger immediately. And when you swoop down to grab one of them, you think you could grab about 2 of them per turn. When you swoop down to grab one, it starts to fight you off. So I need you to make a contested strength.
Just push it away.
2. 3.
Good enough.
Good enough.
So you swoop for the next one, and I need you to do the same thing at disadvantage.
Good enough.
11.
Oh,
14.
yeah.
14. So you get them both.
Yes.
You get them both, and you're able to swoop
Bombs
down and
pro.
drop them on the ground safely. Very nice. Well done. I'm going to give you inspiration because I haven't handed it out yet.
Alright.
And because you're flaming.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel bad that we're 3/4.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. And it's super cool. Like you fly through the flames, but you don't get hurt. You know, very cool.
Like,
Like
Air Force starts playing.
yeah. Next is Manette.
I guess I'd approach the gate.
Okay.
I'd move
And you
forward
get
and try and
Okay. You get up to the gate and you just like kick the door in and you're like.
Do I see anything I can shoot?
Yes, but you wouldn't be able to shoot it yet.
Okay, so it took both.
Yeah.
That took a dash action to get in.
Yep. So it is the elemental is dead. The salamander's turn. You kick the door in, and the salamanders are standing right there, and they both attack you.
I didn't sign up for this.
Shoot!
Good thing you got all those hit points.
Yeah.
Had all those hit points.
Had all the
Have all of them hit points. Let's see. 5 plus 7 is
Not enough.
12. Okay. And ooh,
I don't like that.
18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, 2 hits. You take 12 points of bludgeoning and 6 points of fire damage from the first hit. Second hit is 8 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of fire damage, and I need you to resist a grapple for me, please.
8.
No. It is now the salamander's turn. Oh wait, no.
They just
They just went. It's Keo's
You're
turn.
already shooting at disadvantage.
Yeah.
What's being grappled?
Be super cool and just put the blunderbuss like right under the chin and just
All right.
and get advantage for it. And
Well, the bright side to this is that I spend 2 sorcery points to twin second level chromatic orbs.
Okay.
Cold,
Yeah.
firing. This will be Salamander 1, Salamander 2,
check.
and they both miss.
What are they?
I rolled a 4 and a 5,
Nope.
so that's a
Yeah.
10 and 11.
Nope. Alright. Next is Bon.
I do the same for the next
Bonus
two.
action, though, get rid of a 3rd level spell
Okay.
slot to get
Same grapple
2 sorcery
deal.
points.
What?
He's gonna save the other 2 dudes.
The next 2 dudes.
Oh yes. Okay. So you swoop in for the other 2.
Yep.
Go ahead.
First one is a
4.
7.
Yeah.
Alright. Second.
These guys are weaker than you are.
12.
10.
Ooh, you don't get the second one.
Alright.
And in fact, like you don't get the second one, and as you're like swooping down, one of the other one that you have is like struggling and falls.
Onto the platform that was just over?
No.
Double fail.
And takes enough damage that it breaks both its legs. It is a elf, and it just goes black. Like it blacks out, There is no scream of pain. It just blacks out. Yeah.
That disturbs.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Does it
It's-
appear to be breathing?
It's pretty fucked up. Yeah. I mean, it was a 20-foot drop. It wasn't enough to kill the person, but definitely maimed them horribly.
I'm glad I have my medical kit.
Yes. Next
My
is
tarnished fork.
Manette.
Alright, I'm gonna let loose 6 magic missiles.
6 magic missiles or 6th level magic missiles.
It's a 6th level magic missile, so
Okay, you need a lot of d4s.
it'd be what? 8?
Well,
8 missiles?
3 plus 1 per
Plus 1
additional.
per additional, so yeah, 8.
Okay.
Downhill skiing with dice.
were all max just about.
So 12, 15, 24 plus 8 is 32 damage.
To one.
All to the one that's got me grappled.
Okay, so like you like whip around your your thunder cannon, and it's like just under its chin, and you let it go, and its head just like poof, explodes and crumples. You are no longer grappled, and you get down, and you're just like reload. That's awesome. That was really awesome.
Yep.
It is now.
Glad I took the governor off.
Yeah. See, what you got to do here is take the governor off.
Those magic missile ones are for an uncommon.
Yeah.
Ridiculously good.
Yeah. Next is the other salamander,
'Cause they
who
always-
whips you. Let's see if he hits. Or wait, no, you hit.
It's a 1.
No. Never mind. Yeah, he attacks
Pretty
you.
good trick.
Minette.
Until
Let's see. I believe a 19 hits. The other one misses. Cool. Opposed grapple, please.
You.
20.
Yes, that does it. We've got 4 plus 4 is 8 bludgeoning, and then 9 points of fire damage.
Gnome tank.
Next is Kyo.
So Kyo doesn't use any spell points this time, but he uses a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And shoots a cold chromatic orb at the salamander. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Sweet.
And me.
Sweet. That would have been sucky to waste that. So we got 68. Right? Or no, sorry, 5. Let me reroll.
Nah. Just go
I
for it.
took one of the other ones.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's 18, 22.
22. Cold.
Yeah, 22 gold.
It looks rough. I ain't gonna lie, it looks real rough. Next is Bond.
I tried to grapple with the guy that resisted me.
Okay.
And that's 6 rounds.
Nice.
Oh, right.
It's on 11.
14.
Dang it.
Yeah, he just like smacks you away. I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
14.
14. Okay, so he's like smacking you away. It's like a slap fight almost, and you like push him, and he starts like stumbling over the edge, and you like grab him to pull him forward, but he's still like fighting you.
Okay.
All right. Next is Manette.
I'm going to use Blast Wave on the last
Okay.
salamander.
Okay.
He needs to make a strength saving throw.
13 plus 4.
Bitch. You and your damn math. That matches. I was like, nope, you didn't make it. Oh, plus 4, that's just what he needed. Alright. He makes it. Nothing happens.
No half. Okay. Save or suck. It is.
Yeah, and that's the 9th level ability for the Thunder Cannon, and that's why I haven't really tried to use it.
Gotcha.
All that it does is 2d6 and pushes them back 10 feet.
That shouldn't be a save or
It's
suck
pretty
in my
terrible.
opinion. But anyways,
See
at
when
9th
Sanders
level,
comes out.
yeah,
Maybe
hopefully they fix it or something. Anyways,
If it's
Salamander attacks back at you. We got 1 hit at 20. non-natural. Let's do a save, please. And then you take 13 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire.
No tank? Question mark?
Still alive.
All right.
It's a 13 on the save.
Okay. You don't make it. So you are grappled. Next is Keo.
So remembering the guy fell down and got hurt,
Yep.
I'm going to sacrifice 2 sorcery points to make a first level spell slot, so I can feather fall one if it falls.
Okay.
And then I'm going to expend my last 3rd level slot.
Uh-huh.
Chromatic orb, the
grapple.
The salamander.
He is... Hold on. It is an attack, right?
Yeah.
He is next to an ally.
Yeah, I know. That's why
He
it's
has
a straight line.
constant disadvantage.
Oh, that's right, because of the sunlight.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
Well, I guess it comes out in a wash.
Ho, ho, ho.
No, not really.
Worse.
no, that's not very good.
Oh, fuck.
So we got
It gets doubled.
yeah. So that's
Still,
13 cold.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually exactly enough to kill him. He had 64. That is 13, which is 26. Yep. Good job.
Efficient use of spell slots.
Good enough.
Good enough. All right. So,
7 rounds.
yeah,
I heal myself.
yeah.
So you're a little bit scared?
It is Malok's turn. He takes his action to enlarge himself, and he grows in size. So he is no longer a large. He is a, I think, giant is the next, whatever the next. Huge.
Huge.
His hands ain't tiny.
Easier to hit now.
He grows, and he's like, Kinein, is it? He snaps his fingers, and the magmen start to charge in. It is your turn.
I charge him directly.
Okay.
And I believe we've met. And I swing my axe.
Okay.
Power attacking.
You see, the reason why we've had a lack of foghorn has been, or the air horn, is because Kinein hasn't been playing.
29 plus 22. 29 plus 22
Is
51.
51 damage.
That's almost as much damage as what he has taken.
And guess what? I have 2 more swings. Power attack.
Bliss.
Does 14 hit?
14 misses.
So I miss. Attack again.
Okay.
Oh, I miss again.
All right.
One of those dice up.
The magmen swarm in, and one attacks Kinein at advantage. And that is going to be a 20.
Yep.
And you take 7 points of fire damage, and you are on fire. The next magman attacks his buddy. What? And hits him, and deals
Undisclosed damage.
undisclosed damage. Undisclosed bludgeoning damage, I'm going to clarify there. And then the third attacks at Kinein with advantage. And misses both with advantage. Next is Malok. He takes a step back, a couple step back, actually, invoking the attack of opportunity.
I don't reckless,
Okay.
but I still power attack. 18 hits.
18 hits, yes.
24 damage. It's beautiful.
Okay, so he steps back, and a wall of flame comes up and circles around you, pointing inward. I need you to make a dex saving throw, please. So,
15.
15. It is a 15, so you make the save. So you take...
You can push through the wall. It sucks, though.
Fine.
6, 10, 13,
There's no
14.
worse than just standing in line.
You take 14 points of fire damage.
Divided by 2. Divided by 2. I take 3 damage.
Yep. It is now your turn.
I run through the fire
Okay.
to hit him.
Recklessly.
Do I have to determine... Is it just damage as I run through it?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
take it.
So I gotta do
Dex
another
save?
save?
Yep.
No, there's no save on your
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I just take it?
Yep.
Yeah, just take it.
Take it!
I can only have it?
I can has fire damage? Okay. Alright, so let's see. 11, 15, so 16. 5 is 21 plus 8 is 29 points of damage. Fire damage. Oh, I'm sorry. You ran away. 3 points of attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You
And
are
I'm on-
still
and I'm on
reckless, right?
fire.
And still reckless?
And I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Are they able
I'm
to?
not reckless, right?
You're not
yet.
reckless?
He
Okay.
hasn't attacked, so he
Yeah.
hasn't. He
So
hasn't
you don't have
recklessly
advantage.
Right.
Yeah. Just off
Right,
attacks.
so 15 plus 4, so 19.
Yep.
Okay, and then 7 misses, and then a last one is 17 plus. So
Yep.
we've got 2 hits.
7 damage.
Yep, 7 fire damage, and then 9 fire damage, and then you take your
4,
fire damage
7.
for the start of your turn as well, which is 4 fire damage.
2.
So now it is your turn.
And I scream at him.
Oh my god!
Submit to me! Maylock. How's a 17?
17 does it. Meets.
24 damage. I go again.
Okay.
I hit. Man, that's what these poop rolls. 25 damage.
Yeah. Poop rolls 25 damage.
He's rolling 2s and 3s.
I know, but still.
Alright. It is the Magman's turn, and they move through the flame and attack you.
They don't deal anything from the flame.
Yep.
sadly.
They all attack you at advantage.
Yeah.
Did Afridi manage to keep his concentration?
Ooh, right. Con save.
How's he looking at?
No, it drops.
Because you'd have 2
Yep.
for each hit. Those are pretty high.
So let's see. 14 plus 4 is 18. I think matches.
You hit.
Hit. Oh, 17. Okay. 1 hit, 1 miss, 1 hit. So you got 8
4,
and 5.
2.
And you are still on fire. Maylock attacks you with his scimitar. Let's see. 14 is going to miss.
Miss.
And a 21 will hit, though.
Yep.
And you take 8 plus 6.
14.
3 points of fire damage.
1 damage.
And then it is your turn.
You will submit to me. I hold my family's axe, and I will be avenged. 19 on the die.
Nice.
There we go. 32 damage.
Okay.
Hit him again. 17 on the die. 30 damage.
Okay. You got 1 more attack?
I did not crit or kill.
Okay. All right. He kneels and he says, "I submit. I submit."
I look around. to the left and to the right.
The magmen are gone.
Call your magnet. Oh,
No, they're gone.
I kind of think to myself, internal monologue. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Where are we?
Well, we are in the realm I choose. The demi-plane.
Why did you kill my parents?
I did not kill your parents. I gave them a choice, and that choice was surrender your brother to me or surrender your mother. Your mother surrendered herself, making good on our deal. But when she did, she casted a spell which incinerated her body and kept me from taking your brother, basically. My word is my bond. Yeah. But whatever little good it did, because now I have your nephew.
You'll release Jace.
I shall not release Jace. He needs to be brought up a proper Afridi.
Greedy.
Oh, you did not know. Why do you think magic flows through your mother and your brother and Jace?
I thought my family was cursed.
Well, I mean, they're cursed. Yes, they're cursed, but they're also blessed with my blood.
The tribe can't have Jace removed. You will return or be destroyed.
Let me give you this in return for my life. I will give you 2 wishes. To use as you choose. You can wish to save your brother, or wish to save your nephew, but you must make a choice. What shall you wish for?
2 wishes. You know, I can only save one of my family.
Yes. You should make an insight roll. No, hold on. No. There is no inspiration sharing cross planes. Because let me be clear here. Inspiration was given in the future. I'm sorry.
3?
3? No, you believe he is telling the truth.
Should have taken a couple more rounds to beat him.
Oh.
There I am in the real world thinking, man, I hope Kinein's okay.
And I'm standing above a genie with an axe to his throat, essentially. For my first wish, you will return my nephew to his family, and you will forever leave my bloodline alone.
As you wish. And he nods.
For my second wish, you will help me remove this curse from my family's ancestral axe by bringing together the 2 clans, the Ice Shield and the Cleftbanes, to live in harmony under my brother's leadership.
And he nods and he says, as you wish. And you appear in the same plane as your friends, but not with MacLeod. You see just after the fight has ended, you see Bond swooping around with Keo as they're trying to save these people. They're starting to wake up at this time, and
DM notes.
Yep.
Keo's going to wait 18 seconds
okay,
before starting to swoop anybody.
okay,
Till he hears a little pop noise.
yep. And you hear that pop noise?
Okay, just
Yep.
Because that would be doomed a lot more people than the people who might die in the
Yes.
18 seconds. So.
When the fire elemental, I assume, is what you're coming for. When it pops back into existence, it
Well, it poofs out.
poofs out of existence.
What it does is when there's like a noise when it's been successfully held.
Yeah. And the fire elemental dissipates as it's been released from this plane.
Mm-hmm.
You see them flying around and trying to save everyone. You all are successful. As you clear this up, sort the ice shields out of the wood elves, and you send them both on their ways. You feel good about today. Feel really good about today. You don't feel drawn to your axe out of magical need, but you still feel drawn to it out of history and like pride, lineage pride. Did you guys want to visit the elves? I think personally, just letting them know that the genie is gone might be sufficient enough.
And we've got to make good on our deal and stuff too.
Okay. So what do you want to do? You guys follow the wood elves back to the elder?
Yeah, and then we need to negotiate some terms with them. I'm sure in exchange for
Services rendered.
Well, there's goodwill in that we saved their people from being captured and that.
Oh, I healed the guy I dropped.
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, he.
I would have bandaged him.
Yeah, he's all right.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm so sorry,
Head
man.
instead of their legs.
Really need to work out.
So you make it to the elder, and what do you say? There's this old elf, like I'm talking ancient, near the end of elf age, silver hair. The hair kind of glows almost with a magic, and it has wrinkles in the fine elf skin, which tends to be pretty rare, a really rare sight.
Well, he looks like he's 25 or 26.
It's a she, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's...
Yeah, fair enough for Keo. So, what do you say?
So, I say, good news. We've saved your people, and we're here to bring forth an age of peace between you and the orcs.
Aye. What? How will you do this?
Well, surely these orcs, they're trying to better themselves, and surely in exchange for their protection, you could teach them how to use the land in a more sustainable manner.
And you took care of this genie.
Oh yeah, I took care of it personally.
Yes, we shall do this, but only with accordance that they follow our rules on how to harvest trees properly.
I'm sure it's more a matter of knowledge than anything. They were a nomadic tribe not too long ago, so they're still learning basic stewardship.
Understand it. I want it to be clear that this is a very tentative relationship. It is, if they step out of line, we will break this bond, and we will take our land back.
Do I even understand?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all good.
You just have to eat granola.
And quinoa.
And quinoa.
You can ask an orc to do so much. The quinoa, it's too far.
So, is that all? Okay. And please, pass this news on and make sure that these new orcs know to take care of the blue orcs, as they are affronting our land as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure arrangements can be made.
All right. And she kind of just sees you out.
So when should we expect an emissary? One who speaks common, please.
She says, we will send our most knowledgeable elf with you, Greg. He will learn your language. And she like shoos you out. You guys kind of make your way back to town.
I begin chatting to Greg as we head back about how he's going to love this orc village, and elven wine's good, but the orcs, they have something with a little bit more kick.
Did you get your book translated?
I've forgotten a moment. Anyways, Greg said, if Greg is their most knowledgeable, he doesn't know anything about magic,
Well, I mean, he specifically said that the elder would know magic.
Right. That might be something you could come back to.
Yeah.
I mean, you've opened.
He's not really
you've
their most
opened-
knowledgeable. He's just the most expendable and
Yeah.
Go learn the common folk
He's
language.
probably really smart, is what you're probably.
He's the
gaining.
Keo of their party.
Right.
So you return to the village to basically present Greg with this news. When you reach the chief's hut, he you can hear like laughter and stuff like that, and a adolescent orc, half orc, comes running out of the door and bumps into Kinein. He says, "Oh, hey, Uncle Kinein. I've had quite the dream. It's been absolutely crazy. Dad said I was gone for a long time. It's good to see you again."
Good to see you too. I hear you've been hunting up fair game.
Yeah, it was great. People are getting kind of jealous. I keep telling them, you taught me everything I know.
Well, of course.
And he leans into you, to whisper at you, and he says, I'm getting pretty good at my spells, too.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
you might want to keep that on the down low.
Yeah, Dad doesn't know. Stupid non-magic user. and he scampers off. You see Greg in this hut, and his eyes are again filled with tears, and he gets up from your father's throne and comes over and gives you a big hug, very similar to the one you received yesterday. And he says, I could not thank you enough, brother. We are very grateful. He said, I can't wait until Kinein gets back from her trip. She will be relieved to know that Jace is back. He hugs you again, and he says, excuse me, I need to spend time with my son.
I share that.
Yeah.
Mother and father have been avenged.
Okay. So what happens is he asks to be excused, and he walks past you, and you grab him by the forearm, and he spins around, and you let him know that they've been avenged, and he says, that is fantastic. Now all we need to worry about is the ice shields.
About that. I'm not sure you're going to have to.
Why? Why is that?
Well, I may have wished to bring the clans together, and Malok agreed.
Wow. 300 years of infighting. Gone that fast. It seems silly now.
You're going to be a busy chief.
Why?
So have you met Greg?
And Greg's just standing there super awkward, and he's like,
Yo.
yeah, he doesn't understand anything that's going on. He just knows the interaction is very personal, and probably he shouldn't be here for it. But he's still there.
You're to be the chief of the entire clan. My adventuring days are not over, brother.
And that hits him, like, as a shock. I think Greg's anticipation was the next time he saw you, he would hand over the mantle. And it surprises him for you to give it up so easy. He takes it, though. He's shocked, but at that time is happy to take up that mantle. And he says, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we will figure it out. In the High Forest, a very, very pregnant female orc is moving through the woods, holding her stomach as she's leading the way, chopping thick growth down, pushing deeper into the forest. Her mate is trailing behind her, and she is Kind, your niece, the eldest of all of Greg's children. And behind her is the visage of an ice shield orc, the son of the current chief. His name is Sunder. And they are stumbling through the woods, and she buckles in pain, gritting through the latest contraction. And it's there that she has the child of 2 clans. And at that moment, everything's all right. Mother and child are safe, and the father watches over as they recover. On the ship, you guys are loaded up and started to head out to your next heading. Brickleworm has implored you to move to the coast, talk with his Triton friends to gather the whereabouts of the Storm King. On your day's trip, it's several days, and you are coming to fruition with this project of womb closure. And you're just starting to put the finishing touches on it. And you and Palami are in your shop working on this. She's helping you out. And she's actually suggesting some fantastic ideas with it. Design ideas and other things. She's learning really, really quick. Something happens, though, that has never happened before. The conch starts bellowing. It starts off with the sea. You can hear the sea just washing, and then you hear this horn, and it starts to glow with a Dwemer.
Hey everybody, it's Alan, your DM, and I wanted to say thank you from the cast and crew for listening to Roll with Advantage. We really appreciate it. If you feel like you want to support the podcast or even want to get on the podcast in all sorts of different ways, go ahead and check us out at Patreon, patreon.com/Roll with Advantage. We've got all sorts of different support structures that have got fun little things for each of the levels. If you can't support monetarily, comments and subscriptions go a very long ways. So if you could comment in iTunes or on YouTube, that would help out the podcast so much. We also love to interact with our fans. If you use the hashtag #RollWithAdvantage on Twitter, or you can post in our subreddit, we will be happy to engage with you guys. It's a super fun way to get to know some of us, and you get to ask questions about your favorite characters, or about the world, what's going on in the background, stuff like that. We also want to say a big thank you for Incompetech.com and BattleBards for letting us use their music and sound effects. They do a fantastic job, and I highly suggest you guys go check them out. Just beautiful work from everybody there. For a full list of the pieces we use, go ahead and check out the description, and you'll find it there. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye!